Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on DAWGZ YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take it well before the top of the hour. I want to give you enough time to get those bets in. And what we do here on Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at DAWGZ and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on today. All right, we got James Clark with us. Ron Zawacky will be signing in bottom of the hour. We got Brian Bitler with us. On the center square, it's Joe Duffy. And, of course, with us as co-host is Chris Ruffolo. Goran Kucar with us. Jovan Burts has been red hot. I know Brian put a call in Jovan. You may catch him on the weekend shows. We'll see how that rolls. They get their schedules together. And it'll be Joe D'Amico from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, he signed in. Hey, Ron Zawacky a little early with us in as well. All right, here's how they're going to line up today. We got Duffy, D'Amico, Clark, Burts, Bitler, Ruffolo, Zawacky, Kucar, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, the Cardinals, they do it again. For those run line bettors, you had to sweat out that 5-run spot that the Cubs put up.
Yeah, you definitely did, but it's bet Cardinals, and you seem to have cashed with some, reasonable success lately. So it's one of those things. Another one where you kind of just got to ride the hot hand. I think until it stops to pay off.
All right, exactly. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started here on the Drive-Thru. Let's welcome Joe Duffy to the show. You'll find him over at DAWGZ. Premium Joe, what's going on? Have you been cashing on this Cardinals run streak? We've seen, now 13 in a row from this team.
Yeah, that's true. And, Major League Baseball, way back in the day, I used to love to ride streaks, I guess. At least the past few days, I wish I still had that theory. But, yeah, it's definitely been a crazy streak indeed.
Absolutely crazy, no doubt. All right, here we go. Here's a team probably going streak the other way. UConn here to host Wyoming, 3:30 Eastern time. It's the Cowboys laying 30 on the road, total of 54.
Yeah, again, I say it quite often. It's the one sport where I do actually like to lay the number, even though my DNA says otherwise. When you're fading home dogs off a high-scoring game, got an angle that is 300 and 175. And again, of course, it makes sense. It's a team that obviously was giving up a lot of points, and they're an underdog here. So laying the 30 isn't quite as much. Now, I have to admit that a lot of people kind of like to do these correlated parlays or whatever when they look at both the side or both the total and the point spread. And you may look and say, look, this is not expected to be a mega high-scoring game, yet you're laying 30 points. But I ran a bunch of parameters and wanted to see what happens when you have a favorite of about 30, maybe a little bit less, and you have a total that's not all that high, like below 56. And everyone I ran said, especially when we're talking about road favorites, big, massive road favorites in games where the total is not like 56 or higher, do quite well. Our top simulator has us covering 58% of the time, which is a pretty good play. Look, I know Connecticut last week, they scored a couple late touchdowns where they made it look much better against Army, but they were getting destroyed. Connecticut is possibly the worst team in Division I, or at least of the bigger conference teams. They're just beyond atrocious. They have no talent. That's the problem. Yes, they did show some fight last week, to their credit, against Army's third and fourth string, but talent they do not have, and that's why I'm not all that worried. I know Wyoming is traveling quite a distance. The game is at 3:30, so it's not one of those teams where they're playing really early on, their biological clock time. So this is a game that is, again, as much as I hate to lay the big number, Wyoming is going to beat Connecticut by at least 40. Wyoming, W marks the center square.
All right, Joe Duffy here on Wyoming minus 30. All right, Chris, one thing here, Wyoming, much different between an Army. Wyoming likes to throw the ball, so you may be able to squeeze out a little bit more plays here in this game and get the cover.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony, I'm still waiting for your response if we're going to get you to play quarterback. I got to find 2 more people. We're going to get the drive-through crew today to play UConn both ways, and we're still probably going to cover this 30. But, yeah, I got to agree. I like anybody against, UConn, especially laying big numbers. I think UConn's really the reason that Randy Edsall's choosing to retire this season. He can't any more heads this season. UConn just has not done anything to improve this roster that struggled a couple years ago, and I can see Wyoming winning this one by at least 5 or 6 scores.
Yeah, they gave up 49 2 weeks ago against Purdue, 52 against Army, and we got Joe Duffy here on Wyoming minus 30 against UConn. This one will start at 3:30 Eastern time. Believe it or not, CBS Sports Network is contracted to show UConn home games. Can you believe that one? All right, Joe, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Film tonight. Good card here for Major League Baseball. We got all teams in action. Of course, we got those 4 from college football. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I actually have tonight one of my famed outsource plays. 95% of my picks come from my various metrics, but I also have a very small group of people whose opinions I really trust. And I got somebody who really likes a play in college football tonight, and I'm passing that play along as as an outsource pick. Also for tomorrow, I've got 2 of my highest rated wise guy plays are already up. It's an annual tradition. I'm always going to hit either above or very close to 60% in college and NFL wise guy plays. Big portfolio up for tomorrow, including 2 wise guy plays. Just the way my metrics work, I wait for some stuff to finish off my NFL sides until Saturday, but I know I'm going to have a bunch of totals. So Sunday is going to be a huge day in the NFL as well, but already big portfolio up for college football for tomorrow. Bunch of major plays and my highest rated wise guy plays, which, like I said, death taxes, and Joe Duffy's going to hit about 60% of wise guy plays during football season.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Joe Duffy over at Pick.com tonight. He's got that college football total, Wake Forest and Virginia. Get on board with that. You can also take those wins, go long-term with Joe, as Joe Duffy has his monthly pick pack with a deep discount right now. Really good price. Get every play that Joe Duffy releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that 30 days, which you'll get every play from college football, every play from the NFL, Major League Baseball. The playoffs now come into play now, as they will start in a couple of weeks. Also, the start of the NBA season. Get about a week worth of picks from the NBA in that 30-day pass. So get on board with that 30-day All Sports Pass with Joe Duffy over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening and weekend, and we'll talk with you next week.
We shall, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on with our coverage here. We're joined by Chris Ruffolo. Now we're going to make a turn now over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's time to welcome Joe D'Amico to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he's done fine work. Let's go ahead and bring in Joe right now. Joe, what's going on?
Everything is wonderful, Tony. A big hot weekend here in Vegas. Lots of shows. We got ball games. We got football. We got it all. Vegas is back. Just happy to be here. Finishing up the week with my favorite crew.
Absolutely. Fantastic to have you on board here. In Eastern time, this one's on ACC Network. Syracuse is hosting Liberty. Liberty now a 7-point favorite, total 54.
Well, Tony, Chris, sports fans, there are certain times when you can look at some non-conference matchups and maybe wince a bit. This is not one of those times, folks. Liberty last season faced and beat some very solid non-conference opponents. They took down Virginia Tech. They took down NC State, both as an underdog. And, oh, yeah, if you recall, they also shredded Syracuse 38-21. The Flames are already 3-0, both straight up and against the spread. They meet an Orange team. With all respect, they themselves are 2-1 straight up and against the number. But whatever optimism Cuse fans had with their season-opening win over Ohio was quickly snuffed out with their loss to Rutgers. Looking closely at this team, they are a hot mess and still plagued by the same old mistakes, same problems, guys. Penalties. Wow, guys, 28 penalties. That's right, 28 penalties through 3 games. And let's be honest, none of the opponents they faced thus far are known as teams that bring the pressure. I really don't see the Orange slowing down the juggernaut, which is Malik Wills. Guys, he's a stud, 613 yards passing, 7-0 ratio in the air, 225 yards rushing, another 4 TDs on the ground. He keeps defenses honest, and come the second half, he tires them out. Here's some against the spread stats for you guys. The Flames, 8-0, the last 8 is a favorite. 8-2 the last 10 versus ACC opponents. 24-8 the last 32 on the road. Take Liberty, guys, and you'll have justice for all.
All right, we got Joe Meikle here on Liberty, a -7 against Syracuse. We saw a really good defense here from Rutgers shut down Syracuse when they went in there. And, of course, their only win here for Syracuse's win against FBS opponent was against an Ohio team was Solich, who had retired 2 months before the start of the season for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and it's just been, business as usual for the Flames, like Joe said. They go as far as Malik Willis takes them, and luckily he's going to take them pretty far because he's downright insane. But as far as the Syracuse Orange go, I like Liberty as well, because Syracuse, they can't decide on a starting quarterback. They can't figure out. They've got a bunch of wishy-washy issues within the team. And until they figure them out, I don't want any part of the Syracuse team, even against a team like Liberty, on the road. I think it speaks volumes that Liberty is favored over a Power 5 team on the road like this by a touchdown. So I like Liberty as well.
Agreement here on Liberty -7 against Syracuse. This one begins 8 Eastern Time, ACC Network. All right, Joe, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. 15 games in the prime time for Major League Baseball. Remember, there's a game 2 with that Cardinals and Cubs. We have 4 games from college football for tonight. It's a big football weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, let's start with round ball. Let's go on the diamond. I'm hot in baseball. 6-3 overall my last 9. I have 1 big baseball game tonight. My best bet play, they are 4-1, their last 5 releases. But guys, overall between college and pro football, I've released 10. That's right, 10 big games. I'm 9-1 on big games between college and pro football. I just did all my college football because I wanted the sharpest lines before they put them up for you guys. I have 5 big winners going up in just a few hours for tomorrow. College football, including at least 1 game of the month situation, possibly 2. Sunday, I already got 2 big winners I'll be putting up. Everything will be up just a few hours after this broadcast. I wanted to make sure, because these lines are really moving the next few days in the college and pro football. I wanted to get you the sharpest lines and make sure we were right before I released them. So just after the show, you're going to have at least 5 big games on Saturday, at least 2 big games on Sunday. As of right now, there might be another one on Sunday. Follow the best big game hunter on the planet, and you're going to follow me all the way to the bank, folks.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. If you want an action tonight, he's got that MLB best bet right now. 4-1 the last 5 winners here in Major League Baseball. He's been doing fantastic work, but you might want to look at his 3-day all sports pass. Get all of Joe's football here for 3 days. We're talking Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We would get college football. We got NFL, some baseball sprinkled in as well for a really low price with that 3-day all sports pass. Of course, you can take those wins and go long-term with Joe, because when you go over to Pick Dog Premium, you see that Joe has a long-term pass. He has his NFL and college football season pass in one pass. All of his plays from the NFL, from college football for the entire season. It includes regular season, postseason, playoffs, and bowl games from Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk with you on Monday.
Well, Tony, it's going to be a big weekend. Tonight, we've got Michael Bublé. Tomorrow, NASCAR. Tomorrow night, Derek Huff. Sunday, the football game. Sunday night, Sticks. It's going to be another great Vegas weekend. We just had a great weekend last weekend with Chris. We had a great time. He's back recuperating now in Canada. I'm still going strong. I'm still going from last week. I haven't slept. That's what type of part. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to thank you guys for having me. Thank you for having me close out the week with you guys. Tony, Chris, everybody in the crew, my best brother, Brian. Good luck, and everybody out there. Good luck. Have a winning day. Nice you. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with Chris as we have more plays for you tonight. One reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. Now, on the weekends, it's back to 10 a.m. Eastern time. You got Mitch, Zawacky, Brian Bitler, as well as Joe Madden. We got the cappers that will be lined up for tomorrow. There'll be guest cappers, and Chris is in there. I think I'll also make an appearance tomorrow on Saturday. I gave him the commission for Saturday. Of course, you want to tune into that morning show. A lot of picks right before the start of college football. And, of course, as always, guys, we always ask you for that help, those likes, those thumbs up. They really help us out, help us build up our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony, they do. They help us out more than I think anybody can ever really truly realize, because they help us, realize that you guys like what we're doing, and we do it bigger and better than anybody else once you guys tell us that. So keep those likes and those thumbs up coming in, because like Tony always says, we appreciate all that love and support.
We certainly do, and let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And now it's time to welcome our buddy James. Come to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, off to a good start in college football. James, what's happening?
Not much, guys. How y'all do?
It's going great, going great. All right, you got a Major League Baseball prop here for us today.
Yeah, guys, I'm looking at the Dodgers game tonight. If you look at this game, guys, I'm looking at Mookie Betts to hit us a home run. It's plus 400, guys. Awesome value here with plus 400 for Mookie Betts. But why you're getting that 400 is because, and I'll give it out to you here. Last 5 games, he ain't hit a home run. And last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run. And then, what I always like to look at, against the Diamondbacks, he's faced the Diamondbacks 13 times. I think he's got 2 home runs against the Diamondbacks. But, guys, the big reason I'm on is Mookie Betts is an awesome hitter. We've seen what he done last year for the Dodgers. We've seen what he done the year before with the Red Sox. We know he can hit. We know what he can do. You can't hold him down. He's batting leadoff. And for us to get plus 400 for Mookie Betts to hit a home run, loving this value. And I look for Mookie to hit us a home run tonight, guys, and cash us his ticket.
All right, we got James Clark on the record here with this home run prop. Mookie Betts to hit a home run, Chris, at plus 400.
I think the positioning is the reasoning for this value, Tony. Like you always say, the leadoff hitter, the most likely to get the most at-bats and most bang for your buck with the bet. Well, the most bang for your buck with this bet is going to probably be Mookie Betts at plus 400. I think there is a lot of value to be had with this one.
All right, agreement here. Mookie Betts here. Plus 400 here. Of course, with the Dodgers, they're facing Arizona, that team that is just unraveling. They've been terrible here for much of the season. James, Castellanos on the hill. I have not been impressed with him, and of course, the bullpen has just been bad.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Like I said, who he faces tonight. As you said, the bullpen's been bad. Starting pitching's been bad. The whole team's pretty much been bad for Diamondbacks all this year. But usually the Dodgers may squeak up in games like this, don't come hard. But I look for Mookie, to at least get us a home run tonight. Like I said, he's been down the last few days. He's been hitting the ball, but he ain't been hitting the ball out of the yard. So I look for him to get us one tonight.
Well, they'll know the score. The Giants start an hour and a half ahead of the Dodgers tonight, so they'll be scoreboard watching because remember, it's a one-game advantage. If they finish tied, and for division race, you play that one-game playoff, so that the tiebreaker doesn't come in effect. Only comes in effect for home field in that situation. So the Dodgers will have plenty to play for, and they may be probably will be more Dodger fans in Arizona than the Diamondback fans, no doubt there. Mookie Betts hit home run at plus 400. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick.com tonight. Well, we got 15 games in Major League Baseball. We got 4 from college football. They're sitting pretty good here in college football for the season. 446 units of profit. It's all documented. When you visit James's profile page over at Pick.com, you can check all the records. They're graded immediately. What do you have going on over at the site?
Guys, I got a 5-pack going on. I got 3 college football games and then 2 MLB games that I really like. Guys, go get this a 5-pack, and if we go 5-0, upgrade 3, 7, or 30 days. Also, guys, got a college football 10-star play that I put out. I'm 5-0 in the college football 10-star plays. Looking to go 6-0 tonight. If you just want the one college football player, if you want it all together, you can get them all for $50. Guys, like I said, I'm looking to go 5-0 tonight. And looking to add to these units, the college football unit as well. So, go grab that pack or, team me up with any of the guys on the show. Big Al, Little Al, Tony T, Chris, Rod, Tony Brown, Mitch, any of the guys on the show. Like I say, every time I get on here, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do. So grab us and we'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right. Getting money in pockets here from James Clark over at Pick Dogs. From you see the numbers: 446 units of profit. This is the from college football for the season. Right now, when you visit his profile page, he has his 5-pack touchdowns, money stack winners, home runs, and touchdowns. Big plays right now from James Clark. 3 college football, 2 MLB, 1 low price right there on the site. Of course, you can take those winnings and go long term with James. Get a long term pass, that 3-day All Sports pass. Not only will we get for only $40 more if you get that 3-day pass, you're not only getting Friday's action from James, but you'll get Saturday and Sunday's action. And a lot of times they'll pledge to put in that Monday Night Football game in there on Sunday, so you get that as well. So pretty good value there with that 3-day All Sports pass. James Carson's plays tonight. Those 5 winners from Friday. Then you got the college football and Major League Baseball Saturday, NFL and baseball here for you on Sunday, and they'll have that Monday football game in there for you as well if you pick up that 3-pack over at Pick Dogs. And by the way, that 3-pack also qualifies for that 2-for-1 capper promotion, so you can add a second capper there. As always, James, great having your show. Continue that success. Have a big weekend, and we'll talk with you next week.
All righty, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy. Let's cash some tickets, and good luck to everybody out there.
Absolutely. James Clark here on the drive. So let's continue on here, joined by Chris. And now we're going to go and welcome a capper who's been red hot over at Pick Dogs Premium. We've been following the leaderboards. We've noticed here. I need to talk to her a little later. All right. We noticed. I forgot to tell her that I was doing my show at 3 to 4. All right. Let's go ahead and welcome in Jovan Burts. You can find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's sitting on top of the leaderboards. Let's go ahead and bring him on right now. Come on, Jovan. Let's see here. Maybe I passed him. I think I've got like 30 scenes on this. I don't know, 30 cappers times 10. That's 300 scenes on this show. So sometimes it does take a little while to get to these guys. There he is. Jovan, what's going on?
You know me, living the dream, fellas. How about y'all?
It's going great, man. Wish I was. Well, we're both on top of the leaderboard, so we're doing all right. I can't complain there. All right, Jovan, we're looking here at game tonight, CBS Sports Network at 10 Eastern time. Fresno State hosting UNLV. Fresno State here going to be laying 30, total 59.
Yeah, well, I'm laying the heavy lumber on this one. I'm rolling with the Fresno State Bulldogs. Now, conventional wisdom says that a team coming off a big emotional win, like the Bulldogs did against UCLA, which was, if not the biggest win in the program's history, then one of the biggest. They said that the next game you fade them. Well, I'm not buying it. Not in this scenario. We have Fresno State, who has put up major points this year, averaging 43 points per game and giving up 19. Whereas you have a truly bum team in UNLV who is scoring 15 points a game and giving up an average of 40. And in the head-to-head matchups in the last three, Fresno State's only scored 56, 48, and 40 points. Now, I capped Fresno State as, dropping anywhere from 42 to 49 points, at least, at the very minimum. If they want to put their foot off the gas, they might. But I just don't see UNLV scoring. I have them. They might have trouble scoring 10 points. And I see this going the way of Fresno State's first game, where they played a truly bad team, also the worst team in FBS, UConn. And I see them either shutting them out or not letting them get in the end zone. They can score 3, 6, maybe even 9 points. But I see this as a whole lot to a whole little. So with that said, Fresno State's the play.
All right, Jovan here taking Fresno State minus 30 here against UNLV. Chris, you look at this this UNLV offense not really performing well. 10 points at Arizona State, 3 last week against Iowa State in a pitiful performance. They should have lost by more, but Iowa State just couldn't execute some of their possessions here. But Fresno State here at minus 30. I think, Chris, you're on mute.
There we go. I had stuff going on in the background, so I didn't want to interrupt any. But the one game that UNLV actually performed well, that loss to FCS Eastern Washington, and Jovan made the great point. You normally fade a team like Fresno State in this spot, but not in this spot particularly because UNLV is god awful. I like Fresno State under Caleb DeBeer, Jake Hayner, one of my favorite quarterbacks in college football. I love Fresno State here.
Yeah, that's a big number, 30 points here, but Fresno State has the offense to do it here against UNLV. This one has a start time of 10 Eastern time on CBS Sports Network. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Prim. Well, they're doing fantastic work here. Past 30 days, over 1,500 and 1,500 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dawgz Prim. Well, tonight we've got 4 from college football, 15 from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books with my Take Flight Friday payout 3-pack. 2 college football plays and 1 prime MLB play. Keep it rolling. 16-6 of my last 6 days. Last 30 days, you see the units right there, over 1,500. 7 days, 24 hours, whatever. But it's football season. This is basically what I do for football. It's my style of handicapping just suits football. I can't really explain it any way other than that. You can check me on my 3-day, my 7-day, or my 30-day, or my yearly. If you want that top-notch value to get a good return on your investment. You can also match me with one of the other handicappers. Match me up with Tony T. Match me up with Chris. Match me up with one of the other fellas that's doing good. On the that's either on the leaderboards or doing good in one particular sport, or just hot on the last week, the last month, the last whatever. So it's all there at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dawgz.
That's right, guys. It is. Get on board here with Jovan Burts over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers. Over 1,500 units of profit past 30 days. It's all documented. Go to visit his profile page. You can see the plays there. They're graded immediately when they go final. If you check the board up right now over at Jovan's profile page, he has his Take Flight Friday 3-pack. Get on board with those 3 plays. 2 from college football. His best play for Major League Baseball is part of that 3-pack. 16-6 his past 6 days, and he's doing fantastic work up there. You can take those winnings and go long-term with Jovan. He's got that 3, 7, and 30 day all sports pass. You want to get him for the weekend? I'm telling you that 3-day pass is a really good value right now for only $30 more. Add Saturday and Sunday to his all sports pass, and that's the way to go. And then take those winnings and go long-term with Jovan, because he does combine his NFL and his college football season in one pass. So the 3-day pass, and get on board with that all sports pass for NFL and college football when you get those winnings from Jovan Burts over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. Have us a great evening. We'll have you aboard for the recap, and I think they're going to try to get a hold of you for the weekend shows.
Sounds good. But yeah, see you on the recap. Have a good weekend, win, and see you on Monday.
Absolutely. See you on Monday. Jovan Burts here on The Drive, do fantastic work over at Pig Dogs Premium. See him on top of the leaderboards. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Let's bring in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, where he does fantastic work. He's also part of that morning crew. And let's see if we can get Brian Bitler on here as well. I think he's also the agent for Jovan. You were trying to get him booked on those weekend shows, Brian.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's tough to follow the hottest handicapper in the sports world. He's number one last 7 days, number one last 30 days. Guy, every time I look, he's at the top, so make sure you're checking him out. Hopefully we can get him on tomorrow. I'll have to do a couple calls to Mitch, and we'll work out a deal, get him on there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Brian, we're going to look at some college football for tonight here, as you've got Wake Forest and Virginia going at it at 7 Eastern time. Virginia laying 3.5, total of 70.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm taking Wake Forest plus the 3.5 points here. Wake Forest, much improved this season. Granted, all 3 wins have come over questionable teams. You got Old Dominion, Norfolk State, and Florida State. But really, that Seminoles win was pretty impressive. Virginia got decimated last week, 59-39 at a very strong North Carolina team. Next week, they get tasked with going to Miami to look for a win. So rest assured, you are going to get the best effort tonight from Virginia. But it just feels like the wrong team is favored here. Wake Forest handled this team easily last year, 40-23. And I think this Wake Forest team is even better than they were last year. Demon Deacons 6-0 against the spread last 6 times these 2 teams have met up. And Wake Forest is 4-0 against the spread last 4 meetings in Virginia. Take Wake Forest plus any points you can get.
All right, we got Brian here on Wake Forest plus 3.5 here against Virginia. Boy, I watched that North Carolina Virginia game last week. That Virginia defense, not very good, Chris.
No, not at all. 59 points, I think, says it all. I was originally going to look at the over here, but now it's up to 70, and it's just it seems like a lot. But, you know, let's be real, 70 points is probably something that's actually attainable between these two. But I'm with Brian. I like Wake Forest here. I'm a Sam Hartman guy, and this Wake Forest team, while they're not, the most fleet of foot defensively, they're still, I think, the better team with Sam Hartman under center. So I like Wake Forest in this one.
Wake Forest plus 3.5 against Virginia. This one has a start time of, this one will go off at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll be televised here by one of the major networks. I know that. It's going to be ESPN2 with the television there, because they got the baseball game. The Yankee game, I believe, is on ESPN. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium per night. Well, we got big card for Major League Baseball. 15 games on the board. We have 4 games from college football. Past 30 days showing a profit here. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you what, my biggest play this month in the Mountain West, I got my Mountain West Conference game of the month tonight, $30 at pigdogs.com. But if you want all 3 of my plays, it takes place in the Pound Zone. All 3 plays, 2 college football, 1 Major League Baseball, $40 at pigdogs.com, preview pick section. Make sure you check it out. I got to start tonight, win tonight, and it's going to take me right through the weekend.
Absolutely, guys. Get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got his college football Mountain West game of the month going up right now. Get on board with that for Friday. It's his best bet on the board. And, of course, he also has a best bet for Major League Baseball as well. Get those 2 winners over at Pig Dogs Premium from Brian Bitler. Or you can go long-term with Brian with that 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Every play that Brian releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for that period of time. When you go to the profile page and make that purchase, add a second capper, with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. But also, we want to mention you're a big part of the YouTube VIP members videos. Why don't you let everybody know about that great value when they follow the link below?
I say it every time I'm on. It's the best value in handicapping, the YouTube VIP or premium subscription. You're getting picks from me, Rod, Mitch, and now Joe Madden, one of my favorite handicappers, just a skilled lady handicapper. You're going to get all her plays too, or at least one premium a day. So make sure you check out that YouTube VIP. It's $100, or the premium for $50. Best deals in handicapping. Make sure you check out the link below.
Follow the link below, guys, and get signed up for that YouTube members VIP. Some great value. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you here on the drive-thru on Monday, but we'll tune in tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern time for that big show on the weekend for Saturday. I know some of the you're pulling some of the drive-thru cappers there to be on the show.
I'm telling you what, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully I'll get to see Chris Ruffolo there, my good buddy. I'll see a lot of other guys. I even go at it with them on the weekends. I think me and Chris were opposed, and he took me out last weekend. So I owe him one this weekend. All
right. We'll see how they collide here. We got the merge here with the drive-thru and the morning show guys going at it on the weekend show. So we'll tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll have fist of flurry there. All right, Brian, have a good night. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. And I won't pass you this week, Chris. I've got you circled here. I got to make sure I get you in order here. It's very important that Chris does the show in order. So let's go ahead and bring in Chris Ruffolo. We're going to look at a game night for Major League Baseball, 7 Eastern time. Indians hosting the White Sox. White Sox $1.15, total of 8.
Tony, I'm not that particular about the order of the show. I just want to make sure people get to see my pretty face on the solo shot. No, I'm kidding. The next statement I'm about to make is probably going to tell you where I am on this one. This game is an under-better's dream. You look at the pitching matchup, Dylan Cease against Shane Bieber. That just, I think, speaks volumes to where I think this game is headed. Shane Bieber, not the same world beater that he was last season, but he has allowed 3 earned runs or less in 13 of his 14 starts this year. He's gone at least 6 innings in 11 of those starts. And, he's gotten at least 13 swinging strikes in all but one of those starts. And his overall strikeout numbers are taking a dip, but this is a guy that we all know can still record double-digit strikeouts against a White Sox team that clinched last night. And we normally know, you back the team the next game, but it's the game after that where maybe we see a little bit of a drop-off. But you know what, tonight I see Dylan Cease on the other side. Dylan Cease, he's a guy that can generate whiffs as well. 14 or more whiffs in 4 of his last 5 starts. And, he's got a combined 37 strikeouts over that span. I think tonight we're going to see a lot of swinging and missing, and I could easily see a 3-2 game here, whichever way you slice it. So give me the under in this one.
All right, Chris is looking here at the under with this Indians and White Sox game. Only concern here, Chris, is Cease's performance here on the road, ERA over 5.
And I've always said in the past, I'm a little bit weary of Dylan Cease against anyone not named the Detroit Tigers because that's usually where the bulk of his career successes come. I think he's like 8-0 in his career against the Tigers, and then everybody else is just sub 500. But the bottom line here for me is that, he wants to have a big role for the postseason run for the White Sox. And I think, you don't want to say that a guy like Cease has to earn it, but we've got to at least be able to, as better, be able to trust him. I think that we got to see it firsthand here. And the Cleveland Indians, they're running out of time, and I think they're maybe starting to be resigned to their fate. They're not going to be making a postseason run this year. And, I think this is a spot where we do see a little bit of a low-scoring game. I think Shane Bieber's got to do whatever he can to keep his team in this one. But like I said, this one, whenever I kept capping, I kept seeing 3-2 or 4-2, but nowhere near this total of 8.
All right, Chris here is on White Sox and Indians under a total of 8. And this one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Sprint. Well, you're looking good here the past 30 days. 449 units of profit, all documented over at the site at Pick Dog Sprint, where the records are kept. You know who's doing what. We got 15 games in Major League Baseball, 4 from college football. It's a big football weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And Tony, I'm glad you said that because a lot of what we do here at Pick Dogs is about transparency so that you guys can see we're not just fudging the numbers. You can actually see the picks that we've made. And, last night was a big bounce back for us. 3-1. We were 1 run away from a perfect 4-0 day. Curse you, San Francisco Giants, but that's okay. We're going to bounce back tonight and keep that run going. I got my Free-for-All Friday 3-pack 2 college football games on the board, my favorite 2 college football games, as well as my top MLB play. Got that for $29.95. Guys, I can't stress it enough. Thursday and Friday are the days where you want to hop on long term. If you're going to do that 3-day pass, you're going to get 2 days worth of football. Saturday, where a lot of us have our biggest packages of the week, and Sunday, those 2 football days, and a lot of us get our Monday night game in on Sunday night, so you'll get it there as well. Whether that's just me or part of the 2-for-1 capper deal, you can pair me up with, get the host duo with me and the hottest capper over the last 7 days, Tony T. You can get me with Jovan, who's been crushing the last 30 days. Big Al has been number 1 for the majority of 2021. Rod, Joe D'Amico, anyone that you see on the show today, pair us up, and you get 2 hard-working cappers for 1 great price. Guys, also have the season passes up there. The MLB season pass, the playoff pass is going to be a reduced price, and I also knocked off $100 off of that combo pass for the NFL and college football. Guys, there's tons of options for you to make money and save money, which is what it's all about over at Pick Dogs. Go over and check it out.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his Free For All Friday 3-pack. His 3 best bets for Friday. Get on board. The 2 best bets from college football. His best bet from Major League Baseball is yours. When you go over to his profile page and you make that purchase for $30, you can also take those winnings, go long-term with Chris, as you can get his 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. He also has NFL and college football combined in 1 pass for a good affordable price. So get on board with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here on the show, joined by Chris. By the way, let's keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. We greatly appreciate that. And if you miss any of the picks on the show, we're going to do a complete recap at the end. Let's continue on here. It's time to welcome Rod Zawacky. You can find Rod over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's also part of that morning crew. Rod, what's happening?
Well, having a good day. It's a nice sunny day here in Alberta. We'll take it before the big S word starts to happen. So we'll enjoy the nice sunny fall weather today.
Enjoy the early fall weather. We're going to look here at a game here at 9:38 Eastern time. Angels hosting the Mariners. Mariners road favorites $1.26, total 8.5.
Yeah, we're going to look at this Mariners Angels game. You look Mariners sending Gilbert to the mound. He's 1-0 his last 3 starts with a 2.6 ERA. He's been pitching pretty well. Look at Suarez. He's not pitched so well. He's 1-4. The 4 is even worse at night. He's 5-7 at night with 4.1 ERA. We like the Mariners here. Mariners 5-0 their last 5 games. 7-0 their last 7 games as a road favorite. They're also 4-0 in the last few of the Angels. They are 0-6 when Suarez starts during game 1 of a series. And you look Mariners 5-2 the last 7 versus the Angels this year. We're going to take the Mariners, keep things rolling, win 6 in a row over the Angels, who are definitely slumping and nosediving.
Yeah, they're slumping and no doubt. They've lost 6 of 7. Chris averaging just 2.9 runs a game and hitting .202.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know the S word that Rod was talking about earlier in Alberta, but the other S word, the one that we all know is the famous S word, is the word I associate with the Angels right now. They're just not playing good baseball. And Gilbert, while he's been a streaky pitcher, Suarez has been streaky in the wrong direction. I think that, as much as I want to say the Angels win this one, as a Blue Jays fan watching that wild card race, I think the Seattle Mariners do win this one and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Look here, Mariners minus 126 against the Angels. This one starts 9:38 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work here. Nearly 1,000 units of profit past 7 days. You've had some monster days up on the board here. We've seen from you here. We've got 15 games in Major League Baseball primetime, those 4 in college football. Now 3 in college football. We just had a kickoff. What do you have going on over at the site?
For me, I got my 3 best bets available. I got my 10-star total diamond crusher of the month available over at Pick Dogs Premium. That's my single best bet I love of my top play of the day. But you can also get my Stake Friday triple, which includes my top play of the day, plus another MLB play, plus my college football best bet of the night. You can get all 3 of those with my Stake Friday triple. We've won 6 out of the 7 days have been winning days. We're on a nice 11-1 premium run. Jump aboard. We've been on fire. We're going to have a great weekend. So I've dropped my 3-day pass. You can grab it for $65.99. Give you all my plays for tonight, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll even throw Mondays in there early, so you'll get the Monday nighter thrown in there as well, all for $65.99. Get my 3-day pass. Can't beat that deal.
Yeah, that's the time to get 3-day right now. Get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium. We know he's got that Steak Friday triple going, those 3 plays, but that 3-day pass is your best value. Every play that Rod releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll cover you here for college football as well as NFL Week 3. That Monday Night Football game will be in on Sunday, so you get that as well. And, of course, you can always take those winnings, go long-term with Rod over at Pig Dogs Premium. He does have his season passes right now from the major sports up there, college football and NFL. And of course, we're seeing some early bird passes up there from the NHL as well, as it's about to start October 12th. So get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time with you and the crew as we'll have some of the drive-through invading the morning show.
You bet, you bet. If Jovan's watching, hey man, wait, I'll hang out at the end of the drive-thru. We'll get you on the morning show. If hang out, I'll get you Skype information, and we'll definitely get you on the morning show. You can give us some picks to the morning show winners. So thanks for having me, everybody. Let's have a big giant winning weekend. And if you haven't joined yet, click the link below. Join the VIP. Best deal in sports betting around. You'll get premium picks every day from me, Joe, Brian, Mitch. You get about 120 of those a month. It works out a premium life. As Mitch says, he's gonna be panhandling soon at that price. Jump aboard, VIP Premium.
Well, the link below, VIP Premium, some great value. All right, Rod, we'll talk with you on next week, and of course we'll tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time for the morning show. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. By the way, if you missed any of the picks, we'll do a recap in a little bit at the end of the show. Now it's time to do our EPL segment, English Premier Soccer League. Our man Goran Kucar, you'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He also is part of a series with Chris Ruffolo with their plays. I know they've been hot. Goran, how's it going? I know you and Chris have been doing very good work here with your videos.
Hey Tony, hey Chris. Yeah, that's true. We're having a lot of fun with that, and we're not planning to stop anytime soon.
Absolutely, great. All right, here we go. We're going to look at EPL here. Brentford here against Liverpool. Liverpool laying -1 here, total 2.5.
Yeah, Brentford is the newcomer to the EPL, and I think this is actually their first stint in the EPL ever. And they have lost only 1 game so far. They have been solid defensively, but let's be honest, they still haven't faced one of the bigger teams in the EPL. And I think their luck is about to run out against this Liverpool team. The team that has been outstanding on both ends. They have been scoring goals like crazy. Their defense has been solid. They are in the 2nd place in the standings, still undefeated this season. Salah has been in fantastic form. Mane has started scoring as well. And even though they're playing the Champions League next week, which is an important game for them, I just don't think they can go into this game and think about the Champions League match ahead of them, because Brentford has been solid, like I said, but I think the only way to go here is to take Liverpool in over 2.5, because Liverpool has been scoring a ton of goals, like I said, 12 in total so far in 5 games. And I honestly don't think Brentford stands a chance here. I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on their defense. It's going to be a pretty one-sided game where Liverpool will dominate. And I think they will create a ton of chances as well. And for the plus 130 we are getting for this pick, I'm going to take this any day of the week.
All right, Goran's here on Brentford and Liverpool over 2.5 goals, and Liverpool at plus 130, Chris.
It's against every fiber in my being to take Liverpool in any way, shape, or form. So Goran knew full well when he was sending this game in what he was going to be doing. But no, I am looking at the over here. I do think it is going to be a high-scoring game, and Brentford. While normally you have a team that's making their first trip to the Premier League, and maybe is a little bit timid. It hasn't been that way for Brentford. They put the boots to Arsenal on opening day, and haven't really looked back. So I think they're going to be up for this game, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring one. So give me the over 2.5 in this one. All
right, Goran here. Brentford and Liverpool over 2.5 goals. Liverpool at plus 130. All right, Goran, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Big EPL weekend, soccer weekend here from the European leagues. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? What we see here right now, you're posting 476 units of profit the past 7 days.
Yeah, it's been a great week, Tony. We had a midweek league competitions as well. There's been a lot of games, but we have a great weekend ahead of us. We have some fantastic games in the EPL. La Liga, Bundesliga as well. Serie A, we have a derby in Rome, which I'm going to skip because Mitch is going to kill me if I pick Lazio. But yeah, we have the Champions League next week. So guys, now is the time to jump on that 7-day pack that will get you covered through the entire weekend. It's going to cover you the entire Champions League and the Europa League next week. So if you want to win some money, get in that pack, and I can guarantee you'll get some cash in your pocket.
That's right, guys. Hit cash in your pocket with Goran Kucar over at Pig Dogs Premium. 475 units of profit here the past 7 days, all documented over at Pig Dogs Premium. You visit his profile page, you find out his 7-day all sports pass from soccer. You'll be able to get all of his plays. 7 days worth of soccer from all the weekend coverage and, of course, Champions Leagues as well. All right, Goran, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. And, of course, we've talked about your videos. You got a lot of videos up there on the site here, and also you contribute to Sports Chat Plays as well.
Yeah, Chris and I have been pretty effective in those videos. We have a lot of winners, a lot of plus money winners for that matter as well. And guys, if you want to see a game, go to the comments, leave a comment, leave a like, and we will do the game if you want to see it.
All right, follow the comments there over on the videos there at the Pig Dogs. Look for the soccer there from Goran and Chris. All right, Goran, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you next week.
My pleasure, guys. See you next week.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on coverage. Join here with Chris Ruffolo. One more pick, and then we do the recap. And let's go ahead and pull up my game tonight. It'll involve an NL West battle. I'll be looking here at a divisional game, a divisional dog as we speak. Giants here laying $2 against the Rockies, 8 p.m. Eastern time, total of 12. And no, it's not the Giants. I'm going to take the Colorado Rockies. How can I resist that plus 173 here on the Rockies? You know, I know it's Peter Lambert getting the start, but he did put up some good numbers in the minors this year. And then he had a very high strikeout rate, which you like in Colorado. He's shown also very good control in his minor league career. Alex Wood counted for the Giants. I'm not a big Wood fan. I remember him with the Dodgers, with the Braves. You know, his past 7 starts, he's allowed 19 earned runs and 35 innings of work. Past 10 games, Rockies are hitting .275 against lefties. They have a bullpen ERA of 2.58, whip of 1.12. They've won 46 of 75 at home. They play the Dodgers tough in their series. I'm going to take Colorado here, Chris, at plus 173.
Tony, I won't lie to you. I wanted to take the Giants in this game just to say that I've got Wood, but I couldn't get myself to do that. So I'm with you, though. I like the value with the Rockies in this one. I'm not a Lambert fan, but if he can get a couple solid innings with the way that the Rockies hit the ball at home, I think there is value at this price with Colorado.
Yeah, you see that total of 12 there, and it's like, you know what? This becomes a high-scoring game. There's some value, no doubt, here on the Colorado side. Colorado plus 173. This one here has a start time of 8 Eastern time on MLB Extra Innings Channel. Guys, visit my profile page over at Pig Dogs Premium. I have a 3-pack. I've got a college football mixed in with 2 baseball best bets right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match me up with another capper with my 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. We've got match me up with Chris with the host 2-pack here, a 2-capper promotion. We also go with Rod Zawacky, Brian Bitler, Jovan, who's been hot, James Clark. 2-for-1 cap promotion over at Pig Dogs Premium, your best value. All right, let's continue on here on the show. And you know what it's time for? It's time for the recap. And in the recap, we got Jovan with us here on the recap for tonight. We got started with Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy said take Wyoming minus 30 against UConn. Joe D'Amico says Liberty minus 7 against Syracuse. James Clark was on Mookie Betts to hit a home run at plus 400. Jovan, Fresno State minus 30 against UNLV. Brian Bitler was on Wake Forest plus the 3 and the hook against Virginia. Chris was on White Sox Indians under 8. Rod was on Mariners minus 126 against the Angels. Goran was on Brentford and Liverpool over 2.5 goals and Liverpool to win at plus 130. Yours truly, Rockies plus 173 against the Giants. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, we went head-to-head last weekend, but we're not going to be head-to-head tonight. I'm with Brian Bitler and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. I like Wake Forest plus the points, and I'll put a little bit on the money line as well.
All right, there you go with Brian with the Wake Forest play. All right, Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Let's see. Hey, I gotta go with that plus money, that Rockies. You know, the Giants. You know, they took one on the chin, and I think they take another one on the chin. Left-right combination, back-to-back nights.
All right, Rockies there at plus 173. And I'm going to go here with Rod Zawacki's Mariners at minus 126 against the Angels. Angels just aren't hitting. They've lost 6 of 7. The look of a team that's pretty much exhausted, pretty much ready to exhaust the season. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. And don't forget, this weekend, the weekend shows with Mitch and company. Some of the drive-through cappers will be there at the 10 a.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to tune into those. And don't forget that YouTube membership, VIP, great value. Follow the link below and get signed up. All right, let's bring in our crew tonight. We're going to wave good night to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys